Hey team, welcome to this week's strength and core session. You've got James and myself going to take you through it. Going to be in blocks of 2, so it's going to be 2 sets of a block of 4 exercises, and that's going to be twice over. Okay, so the first one is going to take roughly around 10 to 12 minutes. Hopefully, we'll see how quick it takes us. But we're going to get started. So let's go into the warm-up. We're going to lie on our back. We're going to heels in the ground into a glute bridge. He's going to drive his hips up to the top, and then control the way back down. That's it, lovely. Squeeze and back down. So you can do about 12 reps in this position. Looking good, James. As soon as you've done that, just come to a standing position. Nice, perfect. So you're gonna go to an overhead squat. So arms above the head, and sit down as deep as you can. Try and get the hip crease below the knee crease. Knees traveling forward. Lovely. So James got good range here. Again, arms are nice and high, staying back. If your arms do fall forward, it's not a problem. Just try and resist against it as best you can. Nice, good. So just 8 reps here. Cool. And then gonna come to a prone position, so tall plank position. Perfect. You're gonna go downward dog, heels into the ground, chest through those arms, and then back to the start. Perfect. So it's a nice pause at the top, and then reaching back through. So his chest is going through his arms, getting a nice stretch through the scapula, and then dropping those heels in the ground, getting a nice stretch through the back of the legs, into the glutes. Good. Perfect. So 8 reps in this position, and then you can go into the world's greatest stretch. So one foot comes up to the outside of his hands, he's then going to reach through and up to the ceiling. Hands up, foot up, hand rotates up. And if you just notice, he's looking at his hand the whole time, so his hand's following, his head is following to the ceiling. Good, perfect. So it's a nice, good opening of the hips as he lunges out. As he rotates, he's opening up his T-spine, his thoracic mobility. Good. Perfect, nice. Let's get into the workout. So we're gonna demonstrate the first few. So the first one we've got is a single leg squat. So James is gonna stand on a bench. So if you have a chair or something that's not too far off the floor, if you have, I mean, ideally you could start on the stairs. You could do something on the stairs that's not too far away from the floor, test the waters a little bit, see how it goes. And then if that's okay, try something a little bit higher like a chair. If you do use a chair, you don't have to go all the way down, just go down as far as what's comfortable. So James is gonna give us a demonstration on the bench. He's gonna hinge back and then touch that heel on the floor. So he's initiating the movement by his hip hinging and then bending the knee towards the floor. Nice, very good. Relax there, James. So that's gonna be 8 reps per side. He's then gonna come straight into the next exercise, which is a squat jump, and we're gonna do them as 6 single reps. So James is gonna come down and try and jump as high as you can, pause, and then go back down again. Good, perfect. So yeah, do have a rest in between, so that's not a constant one. That's a rep, pause, pause. Then we're gonna go into press-ups. So press-up position, we're gonna do a 3-0-1-0 tempo, so 3 seconds down, no pause, and back up again. 3, 2, 1, and up. And we're gonna do 12 reps of this. So another variation is just the eccentric part of it. So it's just a 3 seconds down. So 3 seconds down, and then he's gonna come back up on his knees. The other variation is eccentric only. So he's gonna come down, and he's just gonna bring his hips back and come straight to that tall position however he can. Good, and relax. And the last one is our V raises. So we're gonna go into a V position. So he's gonna sit his hips on the floor, hands just in front, gonna keep him stable. He's then gonna try and raise his legs up towards his chest as best he can. So James got a nice rounded back here, which means his abs are gonna be contracted a little bit more. You may have to sit back a little bit more depending on your mobility, but just play around with it. Cool, so that's the first start. So we can do 2 rounds of this. Are you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's do it. So, leg raises. Sorry, single leg squat, my bad. Right, let's go 8 reps. Control the way down, touch that heel, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, looking good. So initiating the hips. 5, 6, 7, and 8, good. Change legs. So just notice a few reps there, James paused. It's just where he's trying to regain his balance. So don't feel like you have to go down straight away every time. Make sure you're nice and sturdy before you go down. Good, 2, 3, 4, 5, really good, James. 6, 7, and 8, perfect. So then we're gonna go to a squat jump. So 6 single reps as a squat jump. Coming down as low as you can and throwing those arms up as high as you can into the air. Perfect. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, good. 5, good height. And 6, perfect. So into those press ups. So 3, 0, 1, 0, 3 seconds down, 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1, and 7, 3, 2, 1, and 8, 3, 2, 1, and 9, 3, 2, 1, and 10, 3, 2, 1, and 11, 3, 2, 1, and 12. Very nice, good. So into those V raises, so hips on the floor, and then try and come as far forward as you can. It's that V position. So James has said he's got a very good one here. So if you need to sit back more, sit back. So we can do 10 reps in this position. Quite a tough exercise, so just come as high as you can off the floor. Good, strong. I've not counted this one, James. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect, relax. Cool, narrow rest in 60 seconds. So leg-wise, we're kind of pairing the two together to get a nice superset where we're pre-fatiguing the legs and then we're making them have to do a big plyometric movement where we're having to recruit more muscle fibers to do it. So we're kind of tiring them out for the main set there. So that's always a good way to increase the load. Feeling good?
Feeling good.
Yeah, nice.
Tough.
Yeah, they're real hard. Yeah, V raises are tough. Right, when you're ready. So control and touch the heel. 1, good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Strong, James. 6, 7, 8. Nice, change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really good fall. 7, and 1 more. 8, good. Into those squat jumps. So single at a time, sitting down as deep as you can, and a big jump up. 1, good. Good. One thing to point out, remember to bend your knees. So James is landing nice and softly as he goes down. You want to take all the impact out of the landing. But you're also going to get a nice contraction on the eccentric loading as you land into it. So it's a good way to add a bit more resistance too. Right, press up. So on the way down, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 3, 2, 1, and 2, 3, 2, 1, and 3, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 3, 2, 1, and 6, 3, 2, 1, and 7, 3, 2, 1, and 8, 3, 2, 1, and 9, 3, 2, 1, and 10. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, 11, 3, 2, 1, and 12. Good. Into those V's. So last one of this group. So at home, if you want to do another round, feel free to. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So these are only short duration, but as James said, they are tough, especially if you've got the extra range like James has, because you're already in this crunch position and you're just having to use the hip flexors and crunch the lower half of grabs to squeeze even tighter. That was good. So I'll give you a little bit longer before we start the next one. So I'll demonstrate the next few. So we've got a Bulgarian split squat. So if we just switch sides, James, if that's all right. So we've got a Bulgarian split squat. So again, a chair, a sofa, whatever it is you have. You're gonna bring your foot back. You're gonna lie it down flat on the bench. Then you're gonna come down, almost touching the floor. Or if you want to, touch it very softly, press back up into that Bulgarian split squat. So we're gonna do 8 per side. Sorry, that's a lie. We're gonna do 15 per side. Totally off. Yeah, it does sound better. And then we've got Ys. So we're gonna lie prone on the floor. We're then gonna reach our arms above our head into a Y position and then raise as high as you can, pause, and then come back down. Try to pause very short on the floor before coming back up again. You're almost gonna relax the shoulder a little bit. And then we go to T's. So similar position, prone again. So if you want a mat, grab a mat. T position, and then raising as high as you can, keeping those arms straight. Again, trying to pause at the top. The last one is our plank overhead reaches. So it's a little bit more upper body dominant, this group. So you're then gonna come into a tall plank position, feet a little bit wider. If you want, you can bring your hands a bit closer too. That makes it a little bit easier. You're then gonna brace, keep your hips tucked under, reach that arm above your head, pause, and then you're gonna change arms. Up, pause, and then change. Okay, so you can do about 12 reps on this one as well. Feeling good to go? Yeah. Let's do it. Swap places. Right, so Bulgarians, foot on the bench. So some people have their toes up. So they have their toes on the bench. I personally prefer to have the foot flat. If you have it on your toes, your hips tend to change the angle and it causes a bit more stress on the hip joint itself. So foot nice and flat on the bench as you come down. Good. 15 reps. What's the number? Good. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really good, James. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Good into those Ys. So prone position, lying on the floor. Then you're gonna raise those arms up as high as you can. Good. 4, 5, 6. Good. Keep counting, James. So as he squeezes back, his shoulder blades are coming together really high at the back. So it's contracting all the upper back muscles, which is good, and it's really good for upper back stability. Good, James. What's the number? Nice. 14, 15. Good. Relax. You only have to do 12, but that's even better. I thought I won't stop you. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So this one has a little bit more range than the Ys. So really focus on getting as far back as you can. And again, squeezing the upper back together. Good. Perfect. What's the number? 12. 12. Good. Relax. Perfect. Right, and then plank overhead reaches. So tall plank position. So hips tucked under, feet slightly wider. Good. So it's a nice braced plank position. His hips aren't going to move or sway. He's going to stay really, really sturdy throughout. Good. Try and pause a little bit longer for me, James. That's it. There you go. Just about a second, and then down. 1, and then change. 1, and change. 1, and change. Good. Very nice. 12 total. Perfect, relax. Cool, we're gonna rest 45 seconds and then go again. Yeah, so the first one's a bit more taxing on the legs, second load's gonna be a bit more taxing on the upper body. Anytime you're kind of sat at a desk or in this kind of horizontal position, our shoulders are gonna be rounding a little bit. So we wanna be trying to do something that's gonna pull our shoulders back. So Y's and T's is something that's really easy, you can do anywhere, just to help activate those back muscles and start to get us a bit more posturally aligned again.
Feel better for having done them.
Yeah, always. Yeah, it always feels good to do them. Yeah, definitely neglected, especially at home. Right, are you good to go?
Good to go.
Let's do it. So 15 reps. Good. So James's knee is traveling over his toes. It's not going in, it's not going out too far, it's staying nice and aligned over the toes. His back knee is nearly touching the floor before he comes back up. His foot's nice and flat on the bench. He's hinging, so his weight is on the front foot too, so it's really good form. Perfect, good. What's the number? 13, 14, and 15. Lovely, change legs. Yeah, yeah, it really is. One, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, strong. 7, 8, come on. 9, 10, 11, 12, last 3, 3, 2, and 1, relax there, good. So just find that prone position for me, arms above your head. Nice, good. So notice James has turned his thumbs up here, so you can have them flat, you can have thumbs turned up. Having thumbs up is just going to bring your lats in a little bit tighter, so it's going to be a bit more engagement of the upper back. Yeah, yeah, it's more of a neutral position too. Yeah, as James said, it feels a little bit better on his shoulders. Good. What's the number? 12. Perfect. And T's. Good. So very good movement across the upper back, squeezing nice and tight, pausing for just about a second. Really good. What's the number? 8. 9, good. 10, 11, and 12, good. Into those plank overhead reaches. This is the last one of the day. So feet slightly wider, brace and extend those arms. Squeeze, good. So it's very little movement from the hips. His feet are nice and wide, hands are under his shoulders. And as I said, if you need to make it a little bit easier, you can bring your hands a little bit closer together to almost make a tripod position. Good. Strong. So he's got a nice pause there, bracing. Last few reps. Done. Well done. Right, I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you again next time.